Jet, a Reiki master teacher and intuitive, and today we have a special healing session. It is time to say no and mean it. So let your yeses mean yes, your no means no. Calm and clarity. So if you are new to the practice, welcome, 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 babies. This is your nightly self-care routine for all my babies who are returning. Mama loves you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is where you can do whatever you need to do in your self-care journey. Just taking these moments for yourself, feeding yourself, growing those gifts, healing, working through whatever you need to work through, and just be loving and sweet towards yourself. Really bringing that gift that you have in your heart and sharing it with humanity. And that gift is dreams and goals and aspirations. Bringing it out into life. And if you fall asleep, you fall asleep. That's cool too. So take a deep breath in and out. And relax in this moment. Just hold this energy. Connecting with yourself. And connecting with the collective. We are all here for the highest vibrational good in order to share our gifts. And everybody gets nervous from time to time, wondering, are they good enough? Or will it actually happen? But instead of focusing on those things, focus on how powerful it is that you have such a strong intention for your dream, your goal, and someone else does too. And as a collective, it amplifies your ability to get to where you want to go. And what that actually feels like is it just feels easier, you know? You might know here's the path, but you might feel confused. But the more clear the answer becomes, the more you just are like, okay, I'll just follow that. No need to push back, no need to get lost in confusion. I know exactly what I want and where I'm going. And surrendering to that. So I'm going to get some cinnamon to clear out the space. And just relax. In this moment, surrendering to yourself and going on a very deep, deep journey with yourself. Taking your time with this mission. And this, of course, is cinnamon. We love our cinnamon here. Take your time with yourself. Go on that journey with yourself. Be at peace with yourself. Only you truly have the power to make your dreams come true or to stop you right in your track. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Breathing in the cinnamon, allowing it to ground you. Cinnamon has grounding properties to it. it's time for you to stand up for yourself. It's time for you to understand that just because someone else says something or tells you this or tells you that, it doesn't mean you have to take it on the chin and just walk away. Stand up for yourself. One thing that is really important is when a situation tries to intimidate you, just know that the quicker you stand up, the quicker it's resolved. The longer it takes, the longer it's resolved. So many people are looking to control outside of themselves rather than inside of themselves. So the quicker that you show someone you are in control on the inside, the less likely they are to try to hold on and grip you on the outside. Unfortunately, there are other people who are much more accessible for them, but it shouldn't be you. So when you want to say no, say no. Say no, I will not, I won't, I can't. And when you want to say yes with all your heart. Yes, I'll do it. It doesn't matter how big it looks. I will figure it out. And connect with this energy. Remember that your dreams and your goals are those gifts that you brought with you into this experience. In order to see those gifts come into the physical, you have to change. You have to evolve. You have to grow. You have to adapt to the life that you want, rather than trying to make what you want adapt to where you are now. This place is done. It's time for you to move forward in the next chapter of your life. You've been feeling it. You've been wanting it. But now you're ready for it. And it will take time. There's no instant gratification here. It's going to take time. But learn how to build something. Even though the results don't come instantly. Learn how to go after what you want. Even though it takes time. Learn how just the joy of your own heart is enough to see you through. For a long time, these principles that I'm talking about, that I'm always giving you the tea, sweetness, are things that as I move forward in my journey as an individual and as a healer, I start to understand on an energetic level. But before, even though I felt them, I just couldn't explain them. And one of those things would be when you surrender to the universe and you just go after your dreams with a smile and you enjoy everything you love about it, everything just always falls into place. But if you don't know what's happening energetically, that takes a lot of faith, which is always a good practice. But I like to make it easy on you, so I'll explain to you energetically what's going on. Energetically, you're focusing on the internal rather than the external. And the quickest way to get to a goal, to accomplish something, or to manifest something would be to focus on the internal rather than the external. It's important to know what you want and where you want to go, but if you want to be in love, you can say, okay, I want a person who's like this, and that, right? But also at the same time, if you want that exact person, it takes time for the universe to bring that exact person to you. But instead of you focus on the way the person makes you feel, okay? Because you're assuming that these characteristics or these traits will make you feel this way. Just focus on how you feel. That person will come to you quicker. Same thing with work. You know, want a job that's like X, Y, and Z because that's what you think that will make you feel good or feel balanced or feel important. But instead, scratch that. Simply say, I want work that makes me feel this way, feel secure, feel important, feel valuable, and that will come to you. Now you might be tempted to want to micromanage. Oh, what if they send me something that's too little? The universe never sends you something little. The universe sends you what you want or better. So you're the only person who can make what you receive little by just putting it in a box. If you allow the universe to do what it needs to do, it will send you much more. It'll be much more exciting. It's funner that way. So, during this nonstop November, whatever that goal is, that dream and that gift, look inside and see, how does it make you feel to accomplish that? For it to be at its greatest blossom. How does it make you feel when you work towards it? How does it make you feel? And if you focus on that, it will come to you with ease. It'll come to you like butter. Now you might notice you have to separate yourself from some people's energy. I like to pour into you, baby, because I feel like so much happens in life that knocks us off balance. I like to pour into you, filling you up. But when you are on your own, going out into the world, I do understand that you may come into contact with people who maybe aren't so peaceful, and that may impact you. So sometimes when you need to be around your own energy, or energy you know for certain will feed this transformation and this change. Some people are so afraid of change that they just start acting crazy and self-sabotaging. But if you embrace change, you can then use this energy in order to form whatever you want. Just like sometimes we focus on structure, or we focus on patience, or we focus on comfort or enjoyment. Everything has its purpose at different times, and this is all about the change. So don't be afraid to be in your own energy, to say no, even if you love the people, even if you think they're great. Don't be afraid to say no, or to narrow those times with people in order to keep yourself up, or keep your energy wherever you need that energy to be. It's okay, you can be a great friend, but here's the thing: when you have conversations with people, you shouldn't have to bring your energy down to talk to them. Allow them to bring their energy up to talk to you. You're not being compassionate by bringing your energy down. You're being compassionate by requiring them to bring their energy up. And it's okay, they'll find other people to talk to and dish to on that energetic level, but they know to come to you when that energy is up. And they want that. They want to come to you when the energy's up. They're like, let me go deal with my stuff over here real quick, and I'll be right back. I'll be right back. So balance it here. Smoothing and working through that energy. Surrendering to the beauty that is you. The life that is you. The balance that is you. The peace that is you. The persistence that is you. The change that is you. All of that which is you. And you are allowed to say no whenever you want to. And you're allowed to say yes whenever you want to. All of the above. All of the above. But what you want in your heart, this dream, this goal, this gift, is a requirement for your soul to live out. session. I definitely have. I'm so excited about nonstop November, or they are going to come from within us. So, in times where you feel hopeless, you feel like there's no way or no light, just realize that you will find a way to nourish your situation, even if it comes from your pain. There is always light somewhere, there's always nurturing somewhere, there's always healing somewhere. And so connecting with this, your health is your wealth. It is so important. And being able to let go of baggage that's no longer serving you, let go of karma you no longer connect with. So I'm just going to take this petrified wood, just place it over your energy, just left and right, left and right, left and right. Okay, just moving that through. And sweetness, if you're feeling any pain, just breathe it out. Release it to the universe. Let there be light in it. Let the light shine as it is released. Don't hold it in. Let it go. And if tears may fall, let them show. We have tears for many reasons. Gratitude, sadness, being exhausted, being relieved. Water itself is so nurturing and so cleansing. But sometimes it's like it's easy to focus on the water that is outside of us rather than the water that is inside of us. We're actually mostly made of water. And how cleansing that is. That's why some people are attracted to you. Even if you feel like you can feel broken or something like that, people will still be attracted to you because they see the cleansing in your water. Maybe swim, every time you're just out in the rain. Allow that to cleanse over you. Allow that to wash away the doubt, the insecurity, the hurt and the pain. Allow that. Allow that. Allow that to cleanse you. And relax. Relax into this. Connect with yourself. Connect with the purest form that you have access to of understanding why you incarnated into this experience to live this life exactly like this. Just a couple more. Okay. Couple more. Okay. Breathing in. And exhaling. And releasing. Releasing that. And working through that. Working through that energy. Can you see it now? Can you see how all of those moments of pain were really moments of beauty? Can you see that all those moments of hurt really showed yourself how you found joy in each moment? Can you see how the body will step in to take care of ourselves even if the mind is not ready to? Do you see that you've never truly deserted yourself? Or you've never truly been alone? That your natural state is one of love and peace, and healing, and health, and happiness, and patience, and persistence, all that other stuff. And the body wants that. The body doesn't want you to be unbalanced. The body doesn't want you to think that you deserve less than you truly deserve. The body wants you to feel at peace. 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 At peace. At peace. At peace. At peace. At peace. So let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be in your energy. Let go of anything that no longer serves you. Release yourself from any pain of the past and embrace this hopeful future, and let your tears cleanse you. Sweetness, 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 let your tears cleanse you. and you speak with passion towards the healing of that, to bring that together. You won't just allow things to happen just because they're happening. You're like, nah, if I gotta be the one to say something, I'm gonna say something. That's what that energy is. That's that talk, that talk. So breathing through this. Good job. Good job. So I'm just gonna do some combing of the aura and relax into that. And just be patient. You know, shout out to all the weirdos, because this is going to be the best time for you. You're really gonna shine. I personally enjoy a weirdo. If you actually seen who my friends are, they are all so drastically different. And it's because I just love when people are unique and they're themselves. I love it when people are different than me, but yet we still have some type of core value that's the same. I love all that. You know, I never get bored. And I grew up not really feeling like I fit in, and I don't mean that in like I don't feel like I fit in with a crowd. No, not that at all. I just feel like I didn't fit in with society as a whole. I've always been this mystical. I've always been this esoteric. I've always, you know, had these large conversations, but then at the same time, I'm also strangely practical. Like, there's nothing out there that I don't believe I can achieve, and I watch people kind of do things to impress other people more than chasing their dreams. I'm like, that's weird. So I never really felt like I fit in. So I really enjoy when I see a weirdo here or there, because I'm like, I love that. I love that for you. That's cute. You know, it just, I don't know, it just makes me smile. Makes me feel like, be yourself, you know. There's no cookie cutter way of living life. Just be yourself, whatever that looks like, whatever that feels like, whatever that is. Just be yourself, be unique, go after whatever it is you want to go after. Why not? This is really the time to talk about it, like, because you can take your pain and turn it into your purpose. You can take your pain and, you know, work on it and heal it and wash it and turn it into your path. There's so many things that you can do during this time and at this time in order to take yourself in a vibrational direction that you want to go in, okay? Oh, I'm already feeling the energy. I'm going to get some cinnamon to do some cleansing. You know, the herb of choice in this channel is cinnamon, because I always want to offer you more options than sage and palo santo. What I want you to do, if you'd like to do more in the herb work, just literally go to your kitchen cabinet and start pulling out herbs and see what's in there. There's so many things. Start to look them up. There's so many things that we use in the kitchen that can be used towards cleansing, towards healing, towards balance. That's right there. You don't have to buy it from some trademark spiritual shop. You can literally get it from your kitchen cabinet. So, you know, we love our cinnamon. And let's just go in with this, okay? Cinnamon. So y'all can stop thinking it's a blunt. It's not. It's cinnamon. Cinnamon, cinnamon, cinnamon. Okay. Follow this. Just breathing in and out. Relaxing into your power, into your greatness. Look at you, living life and prospering and doing what you do. Being awesome. Awesome sauce. And that is exactly how I talk to my friends. I would say one of my greatest gifts that I was ever given is the ability to talk about very deep conversations in a very lighthearted way. And a part of the reason why I'm so lighthearted now is because I spent many years being ridiculously deep, to the point where I was just like, I don't like this vibrational state. I don't believe this is me, you know. I realized as I was going through the experience, that's where I was. But ultimately, like, I'm like, nah, I'm ready to move on from this. I'm not trying to sit around and just be like, it just felt too heavy after a while. I was like, eh. But the lightness came when I accepted myself fully. When all those things that I felt like were too heavy to share, that I started to share them. A part of this community is me seeing one of those things that I enjoy talking about, vibrational energy, and being able to really shift yourself internally. You know, it's going really well. So since it's going so well, I'm just like, what am I gonna complain about? I literally have nothing to complain about at the moment. I really have things to complain about, but I mean, just blessings, you know, lessons on top of blessings and lessons on top of lessons. You know, even when I feel like, oh man, I'm just going through it right now, I don't ever really feel like it's something that I'm not grateful for. I feel like it's like whatever the thing I am going through, I'm just like, well, now I gotta deal with this shit. Let me hurry up and deal with this. I don't know, that's my mentality towards a lot of things. So cleansing the space. And the cleanse represents letting go. That's why I said do the research on the different herbs and what you were looking to accomplish. You can actually forage too, you know, going in near like local forest, or if you have like, you know, a lot of trees and stuff, collecting certain plants and then literally tying them together and making your own cleanse is something that you can do too. It's so funny, people get so caught up feeling like they can only use 2 plants. We're not even going to get into the cultural appropriation aspect of that, but they feel like that they can only use 2 plants, not realizing that they have so much more. They can be much more specific in what it is that they want to do if they just branch out. That's what I mean about life. There's no right way of doing things, you know. There's not one way this wave of energy, kind of like the waves crashing up on a beach. You know, you ever sit on the sand and you have your feet that's just like in the sand, and the waves just, and then come back down and come back down. That's what's going on in the ground. We'll get into some deeper messages later, but we'll take what we can get right now, okay? Bringing it down to the third eye and just cleansing. Gonna go in with some Reiki symbols, specifically Reiki, some type of like emotional thing. Some type of emotional something. It's giving me like like shoots the water out of the sides of the pool. I guess jacuzzis have that too. It just feels like this stream, like you're, pushing through a stream. That's what it feels like in the heart. Breathing through this and just holding the space. Now connecting the crown to the third eye to throat, the throat to heart, all the way back from the heart to the throat to the third eye to crown. And just take a couple moments here. Just find balance and peace in this energy. So wanting to make sure this energy is moving in the way that it needs to, both going up and coming down. And we'll do some cleansing too, just to hold that space. This is, as you know, our favorite cinnamon. So this is going to be some cinnamon cleansing to hold the space. As you know, it is very grounding because it burns very slowly, and it can burn for a very long time. So just placing that on your energy, okay, and just allowing that to ground you in the areas that you need to be grounded. Okay. Finding grounding in this space. Finding hope and relaxation in yourself. Surrendering to that path. Releasing the past. Letting go of what you don't know. And embracing what direction you're going in, okay? So it's still burning. Okay, it's still burning. Okay. So I'm going to keep that cinnamon burning off to the side. And of course you can use your cleansing items of choice. I've moved away from using sage and Palo Santo, and I stick with cinnamon, but you can also be more specific too. Like, you can burn like bay leaves and rosemary for money. You can work with cedar. You can forage around your area too. You can work with mint. You can work with so many different lavender. You can work with all kinds of plants. So don't just feel limited to things like sage, Palo Santo, frankincense, myrrh. Like, don't just feel limited to those things. I want you to utilize whatever you have around you, and you can even utilize what's in your spice cabinet. It's actually very, very beautiful, and a lot of our herbs that we eat have intention in them. So breathing to this, moving this energy just back and forth. Okay. And so now going to that solar plexus. It gives me like Saturn's rings vibe. It gives me like flowy dress, but it's like you ever see somebody spin around, right? And it's like the little, I guess maybe if you have loose clothing, like the dress will just spin. It's giving me that kind of vibes. It's like you're just kind of going with the flow. You're kind of flowing in and out, but there's also this little bit of, I don't want to say mischievous, because that's kind of imagery and more of just a smile, just to feel good, like a little, like a giggle, or like just like a, I don't know how to explain it. Just if you get it, you get it. If you know, you know. Because apparently I don't. It's always interesting trying to translate messages that are received. But here it is. Okay. So going down into the root and finding balance there, okay? Just relax. Relax in that root. Relax in that root. And I'm just gonna push it down. A gesture to just stay grounded. Boom. And exhale. So breathe in here while I'm pushing this down so that I'm actively pushing this energy down, okay? So just stay grounded and breathe in and out. Okay, relax, breathe into this and exhale. Pushing and shifting through, almost like a boat in the water. And it feels like almost like a lonely boat, like you're going on this journey alone. You didn't necessarily think you would, but understand that the soul is always journeying alone. We incarnate with different groups of people, but when you enter and you leave, it's going to be with yourself. So this is a particular period of time for you to fall in love with yourself, for you to connect with yourself deeply, for you to develop a strong relationship. So you're being given a lot of space to yourself. So feel free to take that space. It's actually a really loving journey that you're on, because instead of needing validation externally, you can give yourself the unconditional validation you need internally. It exists within you. So I see you just floating along, and as time persists, you start to value this experience. Before it was like, oh, I gotta do this. Look at, all of this water. But it's more of like, look at how strong you are and how brave you are, how courageous you are, and how much you're gonna go after what you want, because only you know exactly what you want or what direction that you want to go in, especially for your life journeys. So you're just flowing and going with that, and you're going to appreciate that. You're going to enjoy the little things of your life. You're going to enjoy the little moments with yourself. And when people come in your life, you can appreciate it for what it is, but you're giving yourself a strong foundation in your own self-identity in this moment, okay? Okay. So just breathing through, all the way up, all the way down. Relax here, okay? Relax in this moment, moving and shifting this energy. And so I'm just gonna kind of close it down in this energy and just kind of zip you up, essentially. Just setting that intention to take what you need and leave what you don't, but to raise your vibrational frequency in the direction you would like to go in. And a lot of it, and most of it, as we talked about before, had everything to do with the internal things that we were working on from an internal perspective. What did you have to face? What shadows did you have to clear out in order for you to get to a place in a space of your highest healing? Who are you? What do you represent? What do you need? What do you require in your life, okay? So, as we start our session off, we started off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It is a prayer just to root us in our individual healing experience, okay? And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay. Take a deep breath in. May I touch you? Okay, babies. Breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Dear universe and all for the highest vibrational good only, allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I Am. Ashe. 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 Good job. Okay. So I'm just going to work with the energy around you a little bit and just get everything nice and aligned exactly where it needs to be, exactly in the space that it needs to be. Okay, good job. Now you can just breathe in and out here, surrendering to yourself, surrendering to this beautiful path. We're going to talk about this upcoming solar eclipse in Sagittarius, and it being about an awakening. That's going to be something special coming up. As you're breathing into this, feel this transitional energy popping up. Start pulling source energy, pulling it down through your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, and your sacral, and then your root. And bring this energy around you, wrapping yourself in it, cocooning yourself in the energy that is needed, filling yourself up in a way that brings you strength and balance. Breathe in here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Relax. On Reiki Healing Hope Speaks, we were just talking about soul contracts. And in soul contracts, we examine the relationships that we have with ourselves and others, and why those big connections you've had in your life, how they played a role in your life. But soul contracts can be broken, they can be altered, if that's what you want. But it also requires a leaving or letting go of things as you know it, a releasing things as you know it, a letting go of that energy as you know it. So I'm just placing some cleansing energy on you, working through all of that, and just allow it to bring you balance and peace. Balance and peace. Balance and peace. Balance and peace, until you get to a space where you can just inhale and exhale. Rest there. Let's see. I do have some petrified wood. It is the fossilization of wood as it is becoming a rock. It's very cool. There are certain pieces, like example right there, that's still, it's hard, but it kind of gives you that little wood feeling to it. Anyway, wood is really soft, and we know our stones are very hard. So over time, it just becomes more and more and more growing into whoever it is that you are growing into. And because of all of that, it is a transitional time. People just don't pop up already being the stone. Everything takes time. If you were to watch someone's growth and watch them every day, it would look very boring and very realistic. But it's almost like we don't pay attention until someone has already, figured it out. They've already gotten to where it is that they want to go. Whereas when you look at the everyday journey, you start to realize that they are no different than you and I. That everyone has the ability to grow in whatever direction they want to. So let's start to bring some energy into you. And if you don't mind, I'm gonna do it with rose quartz. Why? Well, why not? And just move that through your energy. Babies, you know that I love to be sweet to you. And being sweet is one of the many ways that we can move through energy. It's been one of my greatest life lessons to learn how to have an unlimited amount of compassion and love for myself, and then to require others to have that. And I can tell you from firsthand experience that it looks very different from where you started to where you're going. It looks extremely different. And I can admit it was scary at times having to walk away from lifetimes of people and patterns. But stepping into who I am and who I was supposed to be is why I'm in this experience. It is part of my soul's meaning. We could even say the soul contract, because we actually didn't go into the positive aspects of soul contracts on Reiki Healing Speaks. So we'll have to follow up with that one and continue the conversation and the dialogue there. But just relax. Celebrate. Celebrate your win. Celebrate your win. Celebrate all of those times that you made something beautiful out of what was in front of you. That's really cool. I'm so happy that you decided to share your journey here. I'm so happy we get to see you. That's real cool. And we as a collective are holding this space in order for you to grow sweetness. So be that for yourself. Be that energy for yourself. Show up each and every day for yourself. You can do this for yourself. focusing on that energy. Focusing on that energy. Focusing on that. It's going to be okay. In fact, it's probably going to be a lot better than okay. And that can be scary, to know that things will be better than okay. That's powerful. To know that your best is yet to come. So bringing that energy through the body, balancing here, moving and shifting, and being very patient with yourself. Being here with yourself, relaxing and resting in yourself. Good job. So baby, how do you feel? I'm gonna go back to just relaxing this energy. How do you feel? What's coming up? Are you ready for this next chapter? Are you ready for this next movement? Are you ready for this next direction? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Breathe into this. The answer is yes, you are ready. You've always been ready. You've always been ready. So bring this energy into your body. Hold the space for yourself. Feel yourself being whole. See what you want to accomplish, even if it's small things. And surround yourself by that energy. Require that energy to flow in your life. Require that energy to be there. Require all of that. Exhale. Relax. Inhale. Exhale. Relax. Inhale. Exhale. Relax. Inhale. And make peace with your strength, with your abundance, with your understanding, with your laughter, with your grace. Breathe into it. Breathe into it. Breathe into it. Breathe into it. Release. And let that go so that you can grow. Well, family, I enjoyed our time together. We had such a fantastic non-stop November, but fun. I'm really excited that this new year is fast approaching and we have some special stuff I'm going to begin to talk about that, and I've explored that some more on Reiki Healing Hope Speaks and Array Tarot. Now we're going to work on this Neptune energy. So baby, it's time to dream, and we're gonna do some real big dreaming, okay? And let me just explain some stuff. So I'm gonna work with your energy and I'm gonna explain some stuff. When Neptune, which is the planet of dreams, when it is retrograde, it actually kind of comes across very practical. You see the delusion. You see the hard truth of things. For those who have a natal Neptune in retrograde, meaning that's what Neptune was in when you were born, you might have had to live the hard reality or see the hard truth. And it's 6 months out of the year, so there's a good chunk of people who have that within their chart. And that gives us an opportunity to explore inside of ourselves what is important instead of focusing biggest dream come true. And when we have big dreams, they're usually not fulfilled in like 6 months. They usually take a long time. But these moments of going within ourselves and solidifying what's important really brings out a new push, a new drive. I want you to see the upcoming year as almost like a do-over for 2021. You know, with 2020, everything was paused. 2021, everything was like shifting around. But 2022 is where you can actually get some stuff done. Maybe what you initially had set out to do. And work with that energy. Everything is moving out the way. You're being aligned in a new category, in a new environment, in a new route. So let's just open up this energy here. Good job. And trust in yourself, trust in your path, trust in your focus here. Good job. So I'm going to say a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It is a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community. And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay, babies. Okay, baby. May I touch you? Okay, I'm just going to place my hand right here. And I want you to just take some deep breaths. Relax, 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 baby, relax. Okay. Just relax here. Just relax. Dear universe and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest intentions and validate information from our highest self only. Please release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. How do you feel? Let me just work through that energy. Let me just work through that balance. Let me just work through that understanding. Let me just work through that clarity. Let me just work through all that right there, all that right there. Breathing into the space here. Holding this moment for yourself. Now start to open up. Each night you can focus on just opening up a little bit more to that path that you have in front of you. Releasing, relaxing, letting it go, letting it grow, letting it open you up, letting it connect you in the deepest way, baby. Sweetness, allow your energy to grow, to glow, to expand, to move, to shift, to reach, to climb, to change. That's an important question too. Are you ready to change? Are you ready to move on? As time passes, I think about all of these beautiful lessons that I've learned, both through myself and through helping others. And it's so interesting how these large macro view concepts then became what defined the experience I was having. Learning how to let go, how to let people go, for yourself to grow, for others to grow. Learning how no one's really a villain or a victim, but instead we're all just co-creating certain choices, and we can remove ourselves from environments that don't fit us. Being able to let go of people you love that perhaps Embrace yourselves, babies. Embrace it. Embrace it. Embrace yourself. Embrace yourselves. Embrace yourselves. Embrace yourselves. Embrace yourselves. Embrace yourselves. It's gonna work out just fine. Just fine. Embrace it. Embrace it. Breathe in and out, and 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 in and out. Embrace it, babies. Embrace this energy and this movement. Embrace all of this surrounding you, shifting your energy and moving you in a direction for your highest good. You've got this sweetness. You have got this sweetness. And let go of the old patterns that no longer serve you, and release them. Release them and let them go. You know what they are. You're not taking them with you into the next year. You're not gonna do it. You're not gonna do it. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let that energy go so that you can grow. So just checking in with you. How do you feel in your energy? How do you feel in general? You can use the comment section to share that. What do you need? What do you need from yourself? I think that's a really important one. Understanding what you need from yourself and understanding what you need from others. Understanding what you require from others. Understanding what is important to you. Because you can do anything that you really want to do. You can do it. You got it. It's gonna work out. But everything starts internal first, and then it expands. So you gotta make sure that the inside is at peace in order for the outside to be at peace. You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm pitching? You bet. Anyway, moving this energy through. Are we ready? Because the shift has occurred. And as we continue to work with each other, you're just going to keep going higher and higher and higher and higher and higher until you're tired of working on yourself, and then you might take a little break a little bit, but you're just going to keep on going higher and higher and higher, and I'll work with you until you get as high as you'd like to go. That's up to you. You just let me know if you're ready to grow. In what direction you'd like to grow in. Who you are. And why it is so important for us to know as you blossom and or bloom. And growing in an expansive direction. In an expansive direction. In an expansive direction. In an expansive direction. Growing in an expansive direction. And moving through that energy. Celebrate yourself. applies to all types of retrogrades. If you try to do the work during a retrograde period outside of yourself, it's going to look like a hot mess. But you will always be supported by the universe if you do the work inside of you. That's why during Mercury and retrogrades, you're supposed to be doing planning. You're not really supposed to be initiating anything. This is a time where instead of going outside of yourself, and now that you feel the way that this Venus and retrograde is going to make you feel, instead of quickly looking for a solution, sit and reflect on your feelings. We lose so many of these beautiful life lessons by being too afraid to just sit with our feelings. Protect your energy and protect your boundaries, baby. Okay? Not everybody's allowed in your space during this time. So if you do got an ex who's trying to creep on back in, you could be like, but protect yourself and reflect and grow, because this is a maturity of the soul in these levels of love. And the most mature sign we have is Capricorn. You know, Capricorn is Saturn ruled. Capricorn is about discipline, delayed gratification, maturity, you know, all of that stuff. You are safe. And so having that, you are safe. Energy there. So, what's going to show up for you, babies? There's going to be opportunities for you to think, what makes me feel safe? And also understand that the way we look at love does not just include romantic scenarios. We're talking about the way that you were shaped when you were born in your family. We're talking about platonic friendships. We're talking about being in groups, in collectives, and communities of people where you all share a passion for something and you have that collective love, you know. All of those different things will come up for your contemplation, for your clarity, and ultimately to understand what your soul needed to learn from those experiences in order to move on. So what you're going to be feeling is, or asking yourself, or the question that comes up is, have you ever felt safe in love? Think of a scenario or a situation if you've ever felt safe in love, where you know that person is going to love you back. You know that person is dependable. We got to think of these Capricorn themes. That person is dependable. Okay? That person is someone that you can not just see the moment, but can see a lifetime. Regardless of if it worked out or not, that's not really important. But have you ever felt safe in love? It doesn't just have to be romantic love as well. And as you're looking at that, and for some, you may have never felt safe in love. And that might be a reflection that comes up during this time. Wow. And if you're one who has never felt safe in love, your journey up into this point probably was, how can you create the safety that you're seeking in love? If you have felt safe in love, cheat code. If your answer was, I felt safe in love when I was fully loving myself, that's always the solution to everything. I'm going to just tell you that right now. But for those who have felt safe in their loving connections with others, take inventory of the cycles you are currently on with the people around you. What's no longer working? What is working? What is no longer working? What is working? What is no longer working? What is working? So I have a rose quartz pendulum, and I just want to take this moment with you to just connect a little bit deeper. And we're going to explore what's coming up to share that in the comment section and to also reflect with it here. You are not broken. You know, you may be bruised from time to time just because, you know, the heart is a beautiful, energetic space. And when there's disappointment, sometimes it hurts, you know, a sense of heartache. But understanding that it is being able to feel the highest of highs and sometimes the lowest of lows within the heart that makes it so beautiful of an energy. But at the end of the day, as we all live this experience, what did you need to learn about love? You are free. And how can you foster safety and love around you? So I'm going to do a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It's just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a collective. And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Sweetness. You are free. We're good. Okay, let's get into it. You are free. Man, touch you. Okay. Inhale, exhale, baby. Okay, sweetness. Breathe in and out. You are free. In and out, sweetness. In and out. You are free. Sweetness. Okay. You are free. Keep on breathing. Free. Find your own pace here. This is simply just to hold the space and to amplify the healing. Again, this is not religious, as that is your responsibility to go and define the path that is important to you. This is a collective prayer, affirmation, mantra, or words of connection in which all that are in this space, regardless of time, participating, can use their energy to not only heal themselves, but to support in another person's healing too. Okay. You are free. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Dear universe and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest intentions and validate information from our highest self only. Please release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am Ashe. Ashe, Ashe. Let me know if you feel a difference before and after the prayer in people's healing experiences. They like different tools that we have as energy healing practitioners, and prayer is definitely one of them. So you let me know in the comment section if you felt a difference. So I'm going to continue to hold this space, sweetness, and I want you to see how beautiful and sweet your energy is, and pull in all of that energy from the universe to your heart, to wrap it in a sense of protection and security, so that you are able to perceive the interactions you have in your life from a healthy way, healthy dynamics, not just from the perspective of you were taught that love looks this way, and maybe that wasn't the best love, but then you go out in the world and you seek the same kind of love, hoping that you'll always be able to resolve it. Just get off the cycle. Get off the wheel. And free yourself to a space where you can truly define and require the type of love that you, sweetness, need to feel safe. And that's going to look different to different people. You, my sweet baby, need something different than I do. And what you love is not the healthiest way for you, then you have to reconcile all of those loving relationships you have in your life, family, platonic, romantic, that you genuinely love these people, but the connection is not healthy, and that's why a lot of people stay in the cycle. So, I mean, always have compassion for if it's just not your time to leave the cycle yet. Some people will stay in it over and over and over again because they're not ready to leave. But if you're here, you're more than likely ready to move on. But also have compassion along the way that those around you may want to move on too, but they're not ready. And you cannot take them with you. When you redefine a love that truly makes you feel safe, you then offer those existing dynamics and relationships in your life the ability to grow with you. But some will not. And you have to make peace with that. Ultimately, you're going to feel safer. You're going to feel happier and more at peace. You're going to lose some people that you love because they're not ready to let go of their karmic cycle. But understand, for every lower vibrational experience you let go, you open yourself up to higher vibrational experiences, people, situations, relationships. There are so many people and experiences that you haven't even met and haven't even done yet who will love you so much, sweetness, that you will love them so much. So don't hold on to toxic loyalty simply because you think that, no one will ever be able to love you in that kind of way. No. The truth is, there are those out there who are going to love you better. And that might hurt a little bit because you love the people that you are having to let go in this experience of feeling safe. But just know it's no hard feelings. When you move on, you demonstrate to them how to do it. And ultimately, that's the nicest and sweetest thing you can ever do to or for someone you care about. So a couple more breaths, relaxing into this moment, and finally release. Sweetness, if anything came up for you during the session, feel free to use the comment section in order to share that. Also, share words of encouragement to those who are in the community as well. You have been doing such a great job. You have been working on yourself. And this is a moment really to define a sense of feeling, like you can be safe in love. And again, we have to look at love as being dynamic. It is not just about romance. It can be, but romance, platonic, family, and even shared groups that you share a common passion with. All of those things make us to be who we are, and we should surround ourselves by energy that supports that. Well, family, I have truly enjoyed our session today. We are nearing the end of Nonstop is and all for the highest vibrational good only. Please connect us to our highest intentions and validate information from our highest self only. Please release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am Ashe, 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 and let your Ashe be in the wind, the water, wherever you need. Let your energy flow very freely. So let's just first scan your energy, specifically scanning the chakras. I want to take some time at the crown, the third eye, the throat, the heart, solar plexus, sacral, and the root. And bring that air up and down as you go in this cycle. Exhale and release and let it go, okay? Keep breathing through this. Keep breathing through this. Keep breathing through this. Keep breathing through this. I'm just trying to get an understanding of where you're at. Now, we're all individuals. We all have our individual paths. But if you're sharing in this healing space today, then that means we have this collective theme that's bringing us together in this moment. So you take what you need and you leave what you don't. But I'll just relay the messages that I'm receiving as I'm scanning over your chakras, or as a collective, our collective energy in this one space, place, and time. So the disconnect or the connection that is attempting to happen is one of building up more strength, building up more endurance, more force, more impact, I think is a good way to put it, to be very impactful in the collective energy. But I feel that there's still a resistance in accepting this new path, in accepting your life as it is, in releasing and letting go of how you used to think of yourself. You're not that person anymore. And identity, who am I? What do I do? That is very important for a person. Very early on in our lives, we start to establish our identity. And things will come and go and challenge them or not challenge them. You get what I'm trying to say? But the identity of your soul is what is coming up into reflection. So you're being given a lot of power. You're being given a lot of opportunity. You're being given a lot of adventure, a lot of force. But there's a little fear. And the fear is not because you can't. The fear is that the old you cannot perceive as big as life is giving you now. And you're trying to reconcile that. But just understand and start to bring that out, pulling that out of your heart to start to wrap around your body too. Because this will get you used to this new life. And as you're breathing in and out, still feeling this beautiful, sweet feeling and pulling out your highest vibrational experience within your heart, start to see yourself as you truly are. Start to listen to the words that you say to yourself. If your words are not sweet words, then they need to be removed. Even if it feels impulsive to have to say something that's not positive, you have to remove them. That's the real effort that it takes in this moment. The only thing you can say is something of a higher vibrational frequency. Something beautiful about yourself. So take this moment as I work through the energy to say something beautiful about yourself. And it can be aesthetic beauty, or it can be internal beauty, energetic beauty, whatever it is. I like the way you cooked that meal. I like the way you got up this morning. It doesn't really have to be something big, but it just has to be authentic. Because we'll all go an entire lifetime looking for others to say sweet words to us, when the sweetest words should, would, and will only come from ourselves. The most authentic words, the words that hit at the time that they need to hit, would, should, and will only come from ourselves. Occasionally people will say things that resonate, but take the focus off of external accolades or external awareness or external attention and bring it internal to the point where you can say to yourself, oh, I love you. You're so sweet. You're so lovely. You're so fun. You're so interesting. You're so exciting. Even if it's the things that you know only you get excited about, that is a part of the beauty. You have to see yourself here. So I'm going to just, as we raise this vibrational frequency, just place a beautiful energetic mirror in front of you and take a couple breaths here and start to see yourself for who you really are. Beautiful, strong, understanding. It doesn't matter what you have gone through or what you have done in your life. You still deserve this moment of being loved by yourself unconditionally. That this beauty that you have flowing around you, the purest form of that energy that is coming out of your heart chakra, that is you. And it requires nothing from you except to just be in your body. So start to feel your energy change, shift, move up. As you exhale, let go of these cycles, these patterns, these karmas, these partners, these people, situations, and circumstances that no longer serve you. And find forgiveness in your heart for any time you deserted yourself and look to blame someone else for that desertion. Anytime you hurt yourself, but you look to project that into someone else as hurt. No one really has disappointed you. It doesn't matter what they're out there doing. The only person who can really disappoint you is yourself. And it is okay to know that along the journey we stumble and we make mistakes. But this pure energy that you feel pulling from your heart chakra, that's wrapping around you, that's who you really are. And you have an infinite amount of second chances and forgiveness from your heart. Look at yourself and look at your energy and say, it's okay. Just try again. I forgive you. It's okay. Just try again. Don't worry about it. exhale, letting things go, and breathing into this new identity of you. Who are you? Who are you really? Who have you become? Where is your strength? Where is your passion? Where is your flow? Where is your purpose? It's time to move. No longer being stuck. No longer tricking yourself into feeling bad for yourself, but only to feel powerful for yourself. You are a decent human being. You're a lovely person, and you deserve all of the beauty that you can create in your life. And the universe only wants to give that to you, but it asks that you have an open heart to receive it and accept that no matter what you've ever done, no matter what you've gone through, you still deserve all of these beautiful, beautiful blessings to surround you, even now, just as you are. You are full and you are whole. And the higher that you vibrate, the more it becomes contagious. You can share that experience with others without needing anything in return, and just being able to share this collective space. Breathing in and out here, allowing this energy to flow, moving through these cycles in life, and finally truly being able to see your power, your wisdom, and the divinity within you, the strength within you, and the power within you. Okay? And releasing and letting go. How do you feel? What's coming up for you? Any messages? If you have any collective message, since this was a collective healing, feel free to share it in the comment section. Also, feel free to like and share the video with those that you feel like it could help. This is a wonderful opportunity to raise the collective experience, and it is a lovely opportunity to anchor yourself down in your own self-care and self-healing. If you find that along your path you want to become an energy healing practitioner, I do have certifications and they are open. If you find that you are on your healing journey and you want extra support, the Patreon community does have a lot of support, and it's only $3.30. Go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Okay, sweetness. So let me just go through your energy here. And I just want to get a sense of how you feel. And we're working through dreams. And to be honest with you, to have new dreams for the bigger life that you have in comparison to the smaller life you are leaving, you have to ask yourself the hard questions, like, am I ready to let go of the past? Am I ready to amplify my identity? Have I made peace with everything? And what you will find out is the answer is yes. Just because you're ready doesn't mean it feels ready, but you are ready. And everything that you need to make peace with, and everything that allows you to see clearer. Just see it clearer, okay, babies? Just see it clearer, babies. You got this. Now, we worked on this a couple days ago, and that's placing this mirror in front of you, giving you an opportunity to see yourself for who you really are, to see your soul, to see the true beauty that you vibrate at and that you share with the world and the collective. And it can be intimidating and a little bit scary to see how great you are, because sometimes it makes us think of the times in the past we shrunk because we were too intimidated of our own greatness. No worries though. That's just a part of the learning of life. And when you're ready, you rise to the occasion and you see yourself for who you are. And the truth is, there's not a perfect way of doing anything, to be honest with you. There's not some unspoken set rules that everybody knows except for you. No, we're all just making it up as we go. And those who are confident enough to trust their intuitive calling or just the feeling in their heart, no matter if they feel uncomfortable or if they feel like they have to grow into a bigger responsibility, those are the people that, when we look back, it seems like, oh, you knew the whole time. No, they didn't know. They just trusted. So this is typically the time where someone might have faith. If you have a spiritual, religious lineage, something that you feel connected to, a higher something, you can utilize faith. But it is not a requirement to believe a certain thing, to have that understanding. Really what it is just surrendering and understanding that the power you have within you is destined to come out. And you gotta stop fighting that power from coming out. Because sometimes when you're seen, it also makes you exposed, you know. Someone might say this, someone might say that, or maybe you want to do something and you just feel like, oh, it's not ready yet, it's not ready yet, it's not ready yet. Baby, if you're being called to it, it is ready. And take your time. People love to see your progress and your growth. All of those out there. If you're looking to start your own communities, if you're looking to start this new business, if you're looking to start this new career or new passion project, it's right there for you to do. Nothing is preventing you. You will always find a way to make it happen. And you can't hide anymore from who you are. So exhale. Let's remove the doubt. Let's take away the delusion of the past being better. You know it wasn't. You know this is your best time ever. And we're just gonna take it away. Piece by piece. Bit by bit. And I want you to breathe in and out here. Just the gesture of being able to release what no longer serves you and accept who you are. And as I'm working through this energetically, what I will say to you is, on the inside, I want you to say, I accept myself fully, and my dreams deserve to be lived. I accept myself fully, and my dreams deserve to be lived. I accept myself fully, and my dreams deserve to be lived. I accept myself fully, and my dreams deserve to be lived. I accept myself fully, and my dreams fully, and my dreams deserve to be lived. I accept myself fully, and my dreams deserve to be lived. I accept myself fully, and my dreams deserve to be lived. I accept myself fully, and my dreams deserve to be lived. Now just breathe that in and out, and surrender to your power, to your purpose, to the beautiful gift that you have to share with us. We're so excited to see it grow and blossom. We're so excited to watch your journey and your higher vibrational frequency come into fruition. We're so excited to see your transformation, to see you strive for something better, for you to be patient, and when you stumble, we're excited to see you get back up. We're excited to see all of these things. You just have to show up. You don't even need a blueprint. All you have to do is wake up and live that calling that is pulling you forward in the direction of where you need to go. So if you need to rearrange your life to better suit this calling, this feeling, do so. If you need to change your priorities in order to suit this calling or this feeling, then do so. What are you destined to do? What are you destined to do? Who are you really when you release the baggage of the past? Who are you really when you release the baggage of the past? And honestly and truly, what frees you? What frees you? So just take a couple moments, and I'm just going to comb the aura a little bit. And this is just a technique to relax you. That's mostly what this part is. And I want to be very gentle, because that's the beautiful thing about Reiki. Reiki is a very, very gentle healing modality. It's very intelligent. It goes where it needs to go. But it's also very subtle, because incremental changes are some of the most consistent changes. You know, those big changes, those changes that make you have to change everything at one time, they're tough. They might be transformative, but they're tough. But it's these incremental changes that seem a little boring, or they're not as spicy, that really requires you to track your progress. It's those changes that ultimately will bring you in a higher frequency or a higher direction without needing to shake up your whole life at once, you feel me? So find your patience in the process. Just like a beautiful tree or plant grows, and it may take hundreds of years for that tree to be huge, but you'd be hard pressed to see a plant grow. You can sit and watch it all day and you really won't see it make changes. But if it's getting sunlight, nutrients, and water, and you leave it alone for a month, for a year, you'll see the growth, even though the changes were very, very tiny. And that's what we want to focus on, that we're constantly shifting just a little bit each and every day towards the direction that is truly our purpose. That we surrender to the wisdom of our highest self, to the messages that are all around us. The universe is constantly communicating with you, telling you what direction to go in and what to do. And you feel it in your heart and your soul. And listen to that first before logic, before are saving grace. You are your own hero, shero, theyro. You are all of that. You are your own icon, your own mentor. You are your greatest accomplishment, and you will be your greatest masterpiece. So connect in with that energy. So I'm just gonna go into a little bit more combing, and again, this is just to relax you, to release, to remove, to be in the moment, to surrender, to release, to remove, to be in the moment, to surrender, to release, to remove, to be in the moment, to surrender. How beautiful, how beautiful, how beautiful it is. To what matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay, may I touch you? Okay. Dear Mother, Father, God, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest intentions and validate information from our highest self only. Please release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am Ashe. 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 So breathing through here, bringing it all the way down, all the way down, all the way down here, moving through that energy. Certainty is an illusion. No one's really that certain. And if you are that certain, a lot of times something will happen that will make you no longer certain. So certainty is an illusion. So don't use certainty as a parameter for you to make decisions for your highest vibrational good. Just to bring this energy through and start to free yourself. We're taking away any of the fluff that came up, any of the baggage that's no longer serving you. Let's just wipe it and cleanse it away. Do you know who you are? Do you know yourself? Do you know what you like, what you don't like? Your certainty. That's very important. That you be connected to your ultimate life purpose, your ultimate life goals. all you have to do is just breathe through this part. You're taking deep breaths, inhaling, you're exhaling. Second part, you're in this space of gratitude. You're in this space of just appreciation for whatever it is you want to be appreciative for. But it just has to be authentic to you. And you release and you let go. And you inhale and you grow. You release and you let go. And you inhale and you So if you have issues like, showing up for yourself and, taking advantage of all the opportunities that are in front of you, just think of something that you can celebrate. Think of something that is available to you that you're like, oh, this is great. You have to build your energy up. I was going to say hack your energy, but build your energy up so that you will do the things that it is that you need to do in order for you to go forward or for you to make progress. Just breathe it in and build it up, okay? Breathe it in and build it up and just be in this space, in this moment, in this space, and 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 in this moment, you can find your complete peace, your complete balance in what it is that you are seeking or searching for. So let's just move through this a little bit. Very easy session today. Just exhaling into the potential, into the opportunity for all these things, okay? Good job. So I'm going to go in now with some cinnamon just to bring a little bit of balance, a little bit of cleansing with our cinnamon cleansing. Okay, and just breathing in here, breathing into the space, breathing into it, and just relaxing. No judgment, no anything. Surrounding your energy with this beautiful grounding energy to know that you have the strong and firm foundation to make anything you want come to be, and that you are allowed to grow and to flourish, okay? You are enough. 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 Your excitement, your balance, clarity, and certainty. But you got this. Just take this over the crown, the third eye, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus, the sacral, and the root. Bringing it up, bringing it back down. Just going to place this over here and just keep going and smoothing it through. Well, family, you did a fantastic job today. So proud of you. Just understand, I think that most people feel like they have cleansing. And I'm going to alternate between going fast and going slow because I think that there is something out of all of these situations and scenarios. I'm going to go a little bit faster here just to cleanse and release, and then going to go a little bit slower and really taking the time here and just breathing in. So just inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale, and I'm going to go a little bit faster, okay? Inhaling and your life that is a little bit harder to explain, or a little bit harder to come to cope with, or it feels mysterious. It is that area of your self-care that helps to bridge that gap and make you feel like it's okay. I don't know. I don't need to know all the answers, but it's gonna be cool, So you taking care of yourself each and every day is a beautiful and lovely way to do that. So I'm just going to rub some of this excess energy away. And you showing up for yourself, and you being sweet to yourself, and you be loving to yourself. And believe me if I tell you, it's because I'm living it. Y'all, June and July, I was out to lunch for a while. I was like, I think I'll go on vacation and I'll see how that is. And then I vacationed for quite a while because everybody needs rest. I often like to look at other healers in this space, or even ASMR artists, and how they're able to produce, or how they're able to still be creative and share their gifts with the collective. And I notice everybody needs some time, and that's what self-care is about. So the older I get, I start to realize that, it's not about getting thousands of things accomplished a day. It becomes more about, did I feel like I got something out the day that helped me, feel good about me, so you gotta get, a little bit of stuff accomplished. And then the rest of the time is, how do I just enjoy this life in the best way I can? Opportunities can be a little bit challenging at times, and then relaxation is always sweet, but you don't want to be a couch potato forever. But it's that nice balance and that compassion. So I hope that you have compassion for yourself during this process, because, come on now, if you're not sweet to you, who will be? You'll be looking for sweetness in other people when you got it inside of requires a certain level of maturity to be able to let go of the toxic loyalty to the past. We've been talking about that a little bit, where just because it's familiar and probably didn't work out, but it's familiar, doesn't mean you have to hold on to it. You can bring your whole heart, and even if you're still healing the heart, you can bring it into the future with you and just let the past stay where it is. Rooted to the earth and start to pull up nutrients from the center of the earth. And so pulling up nutrients from the center of the earth is a representation of balance, of having all of your basic needs be met, of relaxation, of abundance, of emotional balance, of being surrounded by the correct support system. Okay? And just sit in this moment with yourself and start to just move the energy around you so that you are surrounding yourself by peace, patience, and surrendering to the process. And the process looks however the fuck it's gonna look. The process looks the way that it looks, okay? It looks the way that it's gonna look. And just surrender to your own process. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And relax into yourself. Starting to love each and every moment of the experience exactly as it is, not placing any judgment on it, not wishing to be some other person, always being open to growth, but growing in a way that is actually good for you as opposed to just looking for something to make you feel better in the moment. Being uncomfortable is okay. Live in the discomfort. Pay attention to what is coming up for you, and then make movement towards something that's balanced. But don't be too afraid of the discomfort. It's okay. Just live in it, okay? And balance. Now, always making sure you are surrounding yourself internally first by the energy that supports you on this journey. If you know you're a little sensitive, surround yourself by sweetness. If you know you're hard, surround yourself by energy that will keep you balanced. Just continue to move forward in your path. You can't get it wrong. Okay. And so balancing this and moving through the different chapters in your life, from the beginning all the way to the beyond, and just seeing how they flow together beautifully and peacefully without any hiccups or disconnect. We go through things in life that we don't even feel like are connected, and once you look back, you see how everything is connected. How you feel energetically matches how you feel financially, matches how you feel emotionally, matches how you feel mentally, and it just keeps going on and on and on and on. Everything touches each other. So let's just make sure that the energy is nice and balanced here, and that you release and let go of anything that is no longer serving you. Relaxing into this moment of gratitude, relaxing into this sense of peace and calm, relaxing into this understanding, relaxing into it. You are enough, and you can trust yourself. It is safe to trust yourself. It's safe to trust yourself in these moments. It's safe to trust your path. It's safe to trust yourself. Trust yourself, it's okay. Never desert yourself. Never give up on who you are. Be unapologetically you, okay? Just be peace. Just be peaceful. Okay. Got it. Got it. And I'm being very gentle with the energy because there's no need to rush. There's always a sense of wanting to rush something. No need to rush. This time we're going to just take our time discovering new things about ourselves and what's important and how we want to approach things and how to be at peace and just being transparent with yourself. You know, the only person that you have to 100% be honest with at all times is yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Show up and be there to nurture your feelings, nurture your experiences, be understanding of how life unfolds. Because if you can't do that for yourself, you're constantly going to be looking for someone else who can. And you ain't never gonna find it, baby. You're never going to find it outside of you. During this period of energy, it's giving us an opportunity for everything else to be shaken up like a snow globe, so that we can focus on the only thing we really have control over, which is our internal peace, our internal balance, and just being there in that moment, being able to be vulnerable with yourself, being able to just hold this position with no judgment, with no need to force yourself or anything around you to look or act or be a certain way. Just calmly accept yourself. Calmly accept all of the beauty the universe sends to you and the lessons too. And receive it. 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 And then eventually you'll hit maybe something that is a sore spot for you. And just breathe in it. It is not to freak you out. It is not to make you rush to try to figure out how to make yourself feel better. Just breathe in it. Because the more you breathe in it and you resolve what is coming up, the better you are later on, so that it doesn't impact you in the same way. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comment section if it makes sense. So again, just this gentle energy. That's what's really lovely about Reiki. It is very gentle. And this is definitely a time for that gentle energy. Never be afraid energetically to confront your greatest fears, discomfort, as you no longer attract those kind of patterns, and they begin to remove themselves from your life. So just breathing in here, exhaling, removing any energy that is no longer serving you or making you feel less than, making you feel unimportant, making you feel like you are not loved, or that it's just happening to you, baby. It's happening to everybody. And that discomfort isn't a sign that something is wrong. Discomfort is an opportunity of growth and compassion within yourself internally. You're never really wrong. You're not. You're never really wrong about how you're sensing or perceiving things. But it's time to change your criteria so that you see things in a different light. Let's move this through. Balancing this energy, flowing in the direction it needs to flow in, moving. And in these moments, I just want you to say to yourself, I love you. Put your name in, so I'll say Jessica. I love you, Jessica. You can definitely utilize those to clear out the energy, as well as, there's infinite tools that we use in our tool belt. So for all my Reiki practitioners, energy healing practitioners who are either a part of the certification or a part of the Patreon community, these are a part of the many things that we're always talking about. Shout out to those. If you want to learn more, look at the description box, okay? Shameless plug. We have a good time here. So just breathing through here. And so just going to start to move this energy through. And let's go ahead, inhale, exhale as I lift. there's something that you need to RIP and just, kiss on the forehead and say, it's time for you to go. You've been evicted. Like an eviction, you are for the streets. But if there's something that it's time for you to let go, and you know it is, even if it feels uncomfortable. So many times people want to be like, oh, I have to feel 100% confident going into something. Sweetheart, nobody feels that way ever. Rarely you might feel that way, but most of the time people will feel like, I'm not ready, but I know this is the right thing to do. And to trust that you will always figure it out, I think is really important for you to know. So use this moment and the moments that show up or have shown up to make peace with the past, to thank it for what it gave you during those times, to release and let it go, and to make peace with, you may not have this full new thing, but you have infinite, uninterrupted space to grow into, and now you can grow into whomever you need to be, and you can be the type of love that you truly want to see, and you demonstrate to others the type of love that you truly want, and you have healthy boundaries, which are very important. And it looks all kinds of ways on the outside. Some people might not like it. Some people might be so proud of you. Sometimes you feel like you're falling off, and then someone will tell you, hey, you're actually like really inspirational. You're like, okay, because of the way that you're handling something, even though it's hard for you, you're doing the work. And also just kind of a rule of thumb, or just something to be mindful of. When we do light work, which is manifesting and bringing things into our life, our body has to be at a state of gratitude. So that's our vibrational state. When we do shadow work, our body has to be at a state of vulnerability. And vulnerability makes us feel internally, emotionally naked, energetically, spiritually, like naked. You just feel very vulnerable. But it is in that space that you can go in and do that shadow work and do that deep healing. So this time period has brought up a lot of opportunity to go in and do that deep healing. And it's okay if you didn't, answer or react to everything in the way that you wish that would be perfect. I think however you reacted is a demonstration of the work that needs to be done, or, the patterns that you're moving away from. And so because it exposed it, now you can, clean it up and let it go. And so a part of that is I want you to just take that energy and let it move on, and fall in love with the person you're becoming, not who you were. And that means letting go of people that are no longer serving you, and that you all are no longer purposeful at this point in your connections, as well as embracing who you are becoming. Even if you don't know 100% yet what that looks like, that's okay. It's okay. Also understanding that everything is purposeful, and showing appreciation for all the wisdom you learned, and just relaxing and releasing all of that stuff that's no longer serving you, and finding peace in your heart for the true beauty that you are, and that you have, and that you hold, and you occupy space. And also give yourself space to change. Sometimes people won't let you change, or you won't let yourself change. I don't always want to externalize things and be like, it's something outside of you that's making life hard. Sometimes it's something inside of us, and then we're interpreting what is outside of us as making it hard. becoming, because I see this as a transformation of your identity more than anything else. So let's just move through this. And you learn a lot about how others treat you as a reflection of how you treat yourself. So the more that you give yourself the space to be loving and patient and just kind of, go with the flow of whatever's popping up for you in life, the easier it is to make peace with how truly amazing you are and the miracle that you are. You should never at any moment forget that you being in this moment is a miracle. That you breathing in this moment is a miracle, and that you getting up and trying, and it doesn't really matter what you accomplish, just the fact that you're here in this moment, it's a miracle, and that's beautiful. Always see that, you don't have to do much to know that it is a miracle that all of that is happening, okay? So I'm just gonna move through this energy, and I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do some Reiki symbols and some clearing. So just continue to breathe here. Okay. And going from that crown to the third eye, to the throat, to the heart, to the solar plexus, to the sacral, to the root, all the way down, back up to the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, into the crown, and just move that energy through, just back and forth in your space, in this moment, and just drift into this deep connection with yourself. And let's just strengthen the barrier and the boundaries you have, so that we can prevent any unnecessary just weight to be on you. Let's let that thing roll off them shoulders, okay? So we're just gonna go around like that to all the different parts. Okay. And just move that through and find balance here. So I'm just gonna take a couple moments just to kind of catch your feeling and see what's going on. And first of all, it's creating a warmth, and to me that's a signal of like the beginning of something, like an initiation. You're starting something, or like a revving up, a momentum. So depending on what area of your life you've been trying to rev up, it's definitely starting, and you can feel it already. This is not new information to you. This is something that you know, and you're like, okay, yes, surrendering to that part. So just breathing in here and going through this movement and this motion and relaxing into you, into this space, into the grace of your heart, into the patterns that you live. Breathe. Just breathe into each and every moment here and relax into who you are. So let me just make some more space right here. And what we're doing is we're making space for you, for yourself, to occupy more. When you go through relationships, at the end of the day, the most important thing you do is to trust your gut, trust your instinct. There's always opportunities to grow, and we learn a lot by rightfully so finding compromise in spaces of a collective, of partnership and things like that. But more than anything, you never want to betray yourself in love. You never want to let go of the love that you have for yourself. At the first and the top, you should unconditionally love yourself, and then everybody else follows underneath. Do not put someone else above you. And you'll know by the fact that you just won't accept certain things, even though people aren't like bad. Everybody's doing their own kind of thing. But if it's not gonna work out, it's not gonna work out, and you make peace with that. But at the end of the day, you have to 100% make it work out with yourself. 100% show up for yourself. You have to 100% be loving towards yourself. And that's on period, baby. Sweetheart, that is on. You know what I'm saying? So take a couple more breaths here, okay? And good job. I'm proud of you, babies. And what I'm going to do is I am going to seal you up, smooth over your aura, and seal you with the sign of the infinity and say, if no one has said it, just let all that old stuff go. Give yourself permission to move on. It's about time that you get to win, you feel me? And it's about time you get all the love, respect, patience, space, money, resources that you need to feel good. Take care of yourselves, really, because if you don't do it, no one else will be able to. And last but certainly not least, and be sweet to yourself. I love you, love you, love you, love you.